So I mean, the second that we do salvage, that is our opponent's deck obliterated. And so I've come for you, Exodia, obliterate! Well done, little tree man.
Hello, Gomez here for LAN Up channel again with another deck. This time we're going deep because you know what? It's been a while since we've done anything going deep because admittedly deep's kind of stayed at tier 3. So I just wanted to play deep again. It's been a long time. Let's do this. So the deck is quite simply called Going Deep. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really changed it up that much. I just really wanted to play Deep again because it's been a while. Deep, I used to actually love playing Deep. Like back when Bilgewater first came out and whatnot. Like literally, I was actually playing a lot of Deep decks and things. But it's been a long time. Deep is kind of, as I said, always stayed at kind of tier 3 at the moment. There's like loads of other things going around. So I just really want to play Deep again, so there's not actually much change. I'm not gonna lie to you, it basically is a standard Deep deck. There is very little. Deep has got like a really specific archetype in the way that it works. It always works with Maokai and Nautilus, and the idea is basically you're just trying to get toss as many cards out of your deck as quickly as possible so that you can become deep and then let those big sea monsters take over. So the only real thing that I did is put a Fading Memories in this deck. The only real reason why I put Fading Memories in this deck is number one, it makes ephemeral, so therefore it's going to be helping Maokai with his level up, but also I really like the idea of throwing Dredger out and then using the Fading Memory on Dredger, because Dredger throws 3 cards away, so the ability to instantly, near the start of the game, to very quickly toss 6 cards out is amazing. But also Fading Memories works in the late game, because if you've got like one of these big boy sea monsters and Nautilus on the board, Nautilus is making them cost like a 4 less anyway, and so if you just make a Fading Memories of it, then boom, you can get another big thing out just for that turn. And whether or not it's because you need to obliterate something on your opponent's side of the field, whether or not you need that elusive damage, or whether or not you just want to randomly put some more treasures in your deck, there is all the things that you can do with this. That's why I kind of really wanted to give this a go. It is your basic Deep deck, so not very much changes. You know, you got this going on, you got all these things for toss, a little bit of heal coming in from here, heals coming in from here again, a little bit of drag, which is with the challenge, and then obviously whatever you randomly create from that. I put in 2 Slaughter Docks. They are quite nice. I considered putting in 3, but I put 2 in. Just because they are going to be taking up space on the board until you go deep. Although, to be fair, you should be getting deep very quickly with this deck. We've got our salvages in there, again, for a little bit more toss and draw. Working with the draw, as well as the fact that obviously looks like this becomes a 6/6 elusive. Little bit to help you deal with aggro decks and just get a little bit more heals going on. You've already got a little bit of heals coming from the Death Bloom, but that just gives you more obliterates. And obviously Nautilus, all the the sea monsters and whatnot that you toss, obviously they then are going to be coming back with Nautilus anyway. And just this, I love this guy. I love the ship recorder, and the treasures, especially Treasure Trove. I honestly think it's one of the most banter cards in this whole game. I love it so much. Terror of the Tides, because yet again, it's just such great value at the end when you get all the sea monsters on the board, forcing your opponent's attack down and giving all of them fearsome. It's quite hard for your opponent to do anything. And I put 1 Ruination in just in case things are necessarily needed for trading up the board. So I'm not gonna lie, it's just standard Deep deck. I did so some considerations was, obviously I would have loved to have put in whereabouts is it? I will find it momentarily, I'm sure. I'm not gonna find it now, am I? Why I can't find what I'm looking for. The draw cards, yeah, Lure of the Depths. I honestly wanted to put Lure of the Depths in here. There wasn't too many things that I wanted to get rid of, so I just honestly stuck with this. Your draw mechanics are mostly here, so admittedly it's a little bit late, so maybe a glimpse could be considered as well. But I decided not to do that. I decided just literally it's all about just tossing and see how we do. But please let me know what you think about this deck in the description down below. As I said, this is kind of a basic, like standard Deep deck. I just really wanted to play a Deep deck again. It's been a long time since I played Deep, as I said, and so that's why I kind of wanted to give it another go, see what it's doing in this climate at the moment in time. Because admittedly, although your opponent's got a lot of things like Hush and whatnot that's going to work against their Deep value, these values are quite still big as it is, and just the ability to obliterate and the oval, like they can overwhelm the board quite quickly Nautilus can obviously get hushed, which means that you're not going to get as many sea monsters out, but it's still going to be a 13-13 stat line, so it demands respect. So let's see how we do in a couple of matchups. But before we do that, bear in mind, as I said, shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. If you want to catch me on all of those things, I'm less active on Instagram, but you can catch me on Twitter and on Twitch. I'm live on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So if you want to come catch the action live, please feel free to. As well as the fact that there is the Discord link down below. If you want to join the Discord, join. Lovely group of like-minded people who love Legendary in chat, love gaming, like just having a good time in general. Why not consider it? Because like I said, if anyone wants to get in there and go, oh, I'm thinking of making this deck, then like there's going to be people in there who are going to be able to help you, or like I'm in there as well. So if you've ever got any questions, please feel free to drop it in there or in the comments. So anyway, before we begin, like yes, I've said everything I need to say. I don't know what else I'm going to be saying. So thank you all, and as I said, thank you all so much for everyone who has already subscribed and everyone who's following on Twitch as well. So honestly, the support means so much. And if you haven't already, why not consider it? But without further ado, let's actually get in and see how this deck does in a couple of matchups. Oh, Zoe Heimer. It's such a good combination. I love that combination. Like literally, that is one of my favourite combinations. But I prefer to play mine with perfection. Not a lot of people like putting pursuit of perfection in their deck, but I love it. I love it too much. Right, I'm actually gonna keep this. It gives me a bit of draw, like the ability to potentially draw out Heimer and whatnot. But obviously, they're playing PNC. They're gonna have things which are going to be targeting things off the board anyway, but we'll see how we do. We'll see how we do. So, throw the Thorny Toad out. So what we're trying to do is, because their deck requires, like, once they level Zoe and once they get Heimer on the board, that's where their big value comes from. So their value actually comes late game. So if we can actually, or he says one of the big things come out very quickly. It's okay. We can find ways. So, gonna throw this out, but obviously this now means that our opponent has got the ability to target this off the board very quickly and easily. But you never know. We'll see how we do. We can force a target out. It's fine. We do actually have a of course. On the plus side, that still is 4 damage. If nothing else, if it can't challenge, so it's still 4 damage, which will force our opponent to have to defend. So, honest to God, take that. We've got the ability to obviously like get an elusive out very soon, or just straight up try and obliterate her. So options are soon coming that we can deal with this. This could be a big ballsy move. This is the one where literally any target can remove him from the board, but he will very quickly force us into like a deep, because he's going to be tossing cards, but also get us very quickly to his thing. So. Sod it. We're going big. So already tossing some cards. Tossing some more cards. And the ability to potentially grab Zoe with this as well is also here. So, obviously, like there's a few different moves that our opponent could do to get him out of this situation. But we'll see how they do. We've actually also got a Withering Wail as well that we can use here, but obviously Power Cascade will get Zoe past that. But at the moment, I mean, obviously he's got target. Oh, he's just gonna let. Okay, good. Yes. Okay, so 1 Zoe down. But obviously our opponent's got a lot of different targets. They're running with Celestials. They've got Heimer for value. So potentially Heimer into Flash of Brilliance. Get a bunch of fearsome means on the board. I mean. Luckily enough, we've actually got a very nice... yes, again, put them all out, Heimer, do it! I mean, he can't do it. I mean, literally, he's about to enter a world of hurt. He's about to enter a world... Our opponent, I shouldn't say he, we don't know whether it's a he or a she, but our opponent is about... Obviously, this one, less... Actually, wait, was that 1 cost or 2 cost? If it's 2 cost, obviously it's tough, so it won't be as effective, but... If it was 1 cost, because I can't remember whether that was the one. Did Zoe attack in first to make it cheaper? I don't know. But the point is, if that was 1 cost... Okay, it's 2 cost. Okay, so admittedly, you're the only one who will survive. But the rest of them, it's okay. So, it's up to our opponent right now. Do they go for an immediate open or... Oh, no. They decide to go big.
Let's to go big, which we can work with, as I said, because literally, I mean, that's also got a 1 stat line, so it's fine. Potentially, they're looking for the obliterate to obliterate this off the board. Ooh! I mean, I'm guessing that got made by, what's its face? I'm guessing that got made by a thing. So we're actually going to do this just for tossing more cards, because literally, we summoned that, we toss a few more cards. It's okay. It's getting us closer to being deep. And then we've still got the mana for this. So it's okay. I mean, obviously, like, he couldn't have found the obliterate. For some reason in my head I thought that was the priestess. It wasn't the priestess, and we've actually got the, like, we can just wipe that. That board is like nothing. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. And my hands went in the scene. Right. Boom. Potential Bastion play to save one of them, but most of the things on our opponent's side of the board are going like boom. So that's less things to deal with. We could actually just make a fading memory of the dog, so we could make a fading memory of the dog just so that we can get draw.
I am superior life form.
It would be. And we got Runeterra, so if they do manage to get through all this at the end of it all, we do actually have like a big finisher as well. So, as stupid as this is, I'm gonna do this move because this move is draw, and then we're gonna be tossing some more cards as well. So, I'll do that. We basically are deep. We've already got up to that point, like. Malakai's nearly got to the point where we're going to be obliterating. We want to Exodia. Oh, he knows he's got to get as much draw as possible right now. And obviously, oh, he got the draw, but he doesn't get the big T-Rex. He doesn't get the big T-Rex because he overdrew himself to the T-Rex. If he would have played the ignition first, he actually would have been fine.
Got a bit of moon rock for you.
You can have all the moon rock you want. All I know is that I'm going to go whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, we literally just throw everything out right now. Kill Heimer, throw everything out, and like kind of like force our opponent to know that the death has come for them. Like Exodia obliterate is gonna happen to their deck. Oh, Exodia obliterate the deck. Exodia obliterate the deck. Right. So that's one Heimer down. Is one Zoe down. We are basically at the point. We're near the point of obliteration. There's Zoe. I mean, we just throw that down. Let's just counter to Zoe instantly. I think our opponent knows that the game is already done, because let's face it, the game is already done. We're deep. That's now going to be buffed. We've got the ability to Exodia obliterate. We could toss. Actually, we could level. Actually, that's going to toss 3, and he's going to toss 2. So we'd be 1 away. That's not the one you need to hush right now. That's not the one you need to hush right now, but okay. We take it. We take it more so because now this means that the obliterate is coming from our opponent. They could actually hush. They could hush Maokai, but we're coming for them. We're coming for them with vengeance. Vengeance! Okay, so I mean, the second that we do salvage, that is our opponent's deck obliterated. And so I've come for you, Exodia, obliterate! Well done, little tree man. So we could we can even throw this little thing down because sod it, why not? It's already hit its point, so I'll do that. I think that our opponent knows that the game is done. Or at least our opponent should know that the game is done at this point. So, dies, but then we summon another one anyway. But then we're just going to be summoning Big Man. We summon the Big Man. We haven't even taken too much damage. It's not like we've taken a lot along. I mean, we could even just. I mean, like at this point now, our opponent's only got 4 cards left. Like, all we got to do is survive, which is very easy with everything that we've currently got. So let's see what's in the mystery box. What's in the mystery box over here? So, whoop, Okay, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? So, more elusive! Before we massively overdraw ourselves and whatnot, let's just throw Nautilus out on top of this little man, just so that we're putting cards back into our deck right now, so that we're nowhere near as bad as people think it is. So it's just like, boom, 4 cards, goes straight up to 12 cards. Our opponent's on that 3 card thing, so I mean, the game is over. Oh, you needed that earlier with Tree Man. He needed that a lot earlier with the Tree Man there. So I mean, we just go. So I mean, he must know that it's done. The game is over. The game is over, Anakin. I have the high ground, Anakin. I have the high ground. They won't accept it. They won't accept defeat. They will do, but they're not accepting it yet. But we've got 6 health. We've got the ability to Exodia obliterate. All the things. I mean, this isn't good. This isn't Exodia obliterate, but it can pretty much kill Zoe, or at least put Zoe in under pressure. Do. Oh my god, he actually still managed to get a Heimer out of this? I mean, pressure pushing down on me. Do. Under pressure. I mean, our opponent is under so much pressure right now. Our opponent is legitimately under so much pressure right now. Throw out all the bots, mate. Throw them all out. I mean, is it because he's... I mean, to be fair, 1 more card, and he does actually level so. Maybe some might argue a bit too late. They do actually have it. I mean, I'm just gonna go with this. I'm trying my best to stop the level up. Not that it matters. Not that her level up matters, but... Oh no! Please! Don't level Zoe! Whatever will I do? As we just go boom, gone. You know it's over. I know it's over. Yeah. Oh no! Okay, he does get the level up, but you know. So she does. She lives. She lives, but not well. So our opponent is literally looking for anything that can counter us, which is a lot of things, and they've only got 2 cards left in their hand. So the chances of them getting through this is slowly but surely unraveling around them. Slowly but surely. That's fine. We've still got an elusive. We've still got a elusive, which means that that's covered. As well as the fact that obviously we can just straight up. Ooh, you know what? That's a big move. It's a big move giving everyone overwhelm. It's a good job I've got some big static minions that can really help me here. Otherwise, we would be in problems. I mean, admittedly, that is going to be substantial. We actually do have a toss heal. We've actually got a toss heal as well if needed. So, I'm not going to lie, our health is going down a lot, but we've got a lot of just big things that we can just put in the way. I mean, his best chance wasn't open. Their best chance wasn't open. So, the combo of the thing is we could just instantly just go, you know what, we've ruined the whole board, but we're going with it. We're going with playing Nautilus. We're going to play Nautilus. It forces our opponent to realise that there are like many problems ahead. I mean, not gonna lie, that's a big move. That's actually a really big move. I mean, if it would have come out earlier, then this would have been far superior. Obviously, we've still got an elusive here. I mean, obviously, if you had a better health stat would be a lot better for our opponent right now. But we basically can throw, even at this point, throw Maokai out. Because at this point, he has to basically trade up near enough everything on this board. It's a good job they didn't have the big health stat, right? So, at the near enough trade everything off on this board Don't get me wrong, that was their best play for potentially getting back in this game. If they had a little bit more health, if these things had like significant health, that actually would have been a problem. But we're okay. We throw this out. Potential thermal on top of Nautilus.
Weapons golden as the dawn.
I mean, whoop. We do that. We've got elusive cover. We've got like they've got a win on this turn. No pressure, but our opponent has to win on this turn. Oh, GG. That was what an end. What an end. Yes. That's worked out so nicely. We got there so quickly as well. I love it. GG to my opponent. Okay, so your standard Ezreal Swain deck. Okay. If we can get deep before the Leviathan hits, we get deep before Leviathan, we might have an okay chance. This is definitely not the hand that I needed to start off with. But okay. We hope. We hope! So, that at least goes out next turn, but obviously Ezreal potentially goes out next turn. So yeah, there we go. So, throw this out. We're going to start tossing cards. The problem is that our opponent very quickly gets the ability to target things off the board, like, you know, and do a lot of damage to us. So we need to be careful about playing Maokai. I think that like we can't leave him in the hand. We throw maybe this out. Ah, the landmark. It removes the other landmark. So gonna play this, although there is so many different things that target it, but I feel like we throw this out. This is just so that our opponent targets this off the board. There we go. Okay, so we could technically Fading Memories that, but I don't think that it's worthwhile. It's not worthwhile. Ooh, I mean, I would have loved to have kept the healing minion. The healing minion would have been nice, but okay. So, 12 away. It's okay, don't worry about it. This is, they're gonna damage us very quickly. But as long as we keep, god damn, why am I losing all my heal mechanics? They're gonna come for us very quickly. But as long as we hold our nerve, which, let's be honest, is not looking good at the moment. As long as we hold our nerve, which, as I said again, it's not going well at the moment.
Sounds dangerous.
So we at least can work against that. So as long as we can slow him down. This is at least a heal move. I don't mind if he throws this into either Nexus or Finergy. So we could even make a copy of this so that we definitely get a heal and a throwing away cards. So part of me is almost like, do I play this? Because by playing this, it gives me a counter to Ezreal, which at least is something. It's not the best. And obviously this can be targeted away really quickly with Thermal, Hoodafoost, Ravenous Flock. So we lose our man. We should have maybe just kept the mana. We should have potentially just kept the mana, because by keeping the mana, we would have actually been able to go into a Ruination move. Obviously the Ruination move is massively far away from us right now. And obviously Swain comes in. Swain comes in quite devastatingly here. Swain comes in and just goes, hello, do you mind if I remove an unbelievable amount of your health right now? Okay, so we can't do any blocks. We go down a lot. Ow, owie, that's a level up there. Okay. Ow. Right, how close are we to being deep? We're 6 away. At this point, I kind of need the heal. At this point, I need the heal more than I need anything else. So I'll take the heal. At this point, he's just going full all in on damage right now. It's like sod it. Bleed for Noxus. Right. Again, I kind of want to keep him back at the moment. Still keep him back. Because there's so many quick moves that they've got that can do 4 damage. So, get a little bit of heals, do a little bit of tossing, bit of healing. We're getting there. Why did I have to toss that guy? Okay, Jettison. Okay, Jettison is at least now a card, which is like, boom. That's it. We're there. We're back in the room. So, if we play Nautilus right now, it's quite nice, but also part of me's thinking, boom, let's just go for the immediate obliterate of Ezreal. Go for the immediate obliterate of Ezreal. Potentially, Leviathan drops this turn. Which is quite big. We could go for a Ruination move. So we know that this is activated next turn anyway. So sod it. We're gonna go big. It's like which one to get? I'm gonna take the Swain. I'm gonna take the Swain because if he drops Leviathan, then at least it's not a Ravenous Flock. It's just another Swain. And this would force his mana. If he wanted to combat that, it would force his mana down. So it's okay. It's all cool. I mean, it's not cool, but it's all cool.
Master, your
It's all cool. Do not hit a damn shroom. Admittedly, we haven't got many cards, and all we need to do is hit one shroom. Don't do it. Just don't hit a shroom. Don't hit a shroom. Also, give me something big. Man. It's okay. I mean, that's not the big man I was looking for, but at least it can counter Swain, so somewhat okay. Less problem. Oh, we did hit a shroom! So it's gonna need more out of our opponent. Part of me's like, do I just go for a Ruination move? Oh, he goes big. Right, so stop. Okay. Do that. Trying to stop our opponent at every which way. Potentially at this point, like, the Nautilus is the better move to do, because at least by playing Nautilus, number one, it puts more cards in our deck so that the chances of hitting the shrooms becomes less likely, but also it means that all of our stuff becomes cheaper for next round when we go into it, because obviously he could throw Leviathan down this turn, but even if he throws Leviathan down this turn, he's got a lot of things he needs to answer. So we do this, and also we should be able to play this guy, which means that we should be able to get rid of the Ezreal. So, although he can level Ezreal, we can remove him from the state of play. And obviously, as I said, Leviathan can hit, which admittedly, it's not the best that Leviathan hits, but we actually are in a somewhat okay situation. Okay, Leviathan doesn't hit, that's fine. So, immediately do this. I mean, admittedly, I said he could throw the Mystic Shot into this, but by doing so that goes down to 5. He gets the level up, which gets him. So, okay, right. He's trying to find a way of saving his life. So, shit, quickly. I just need damage spells. I need fast-paced damage spells. Quickly, give me the fast-paced damage spells. That's fine. I mean, he's less of an issue. So he levels Ezreal, but Ezreal still gets obliterated from this board right now, so check him out as he leaves. Okay. We can now throw down 2 Terror of the Tides. Okay, he wants to use a his plan here is Scorched Earth. You do that move because you know you're running a Scorched Earth. Okay, that's fine. Because we could technically still play Terror of the Tide. And Terror of the Tide currently knocks everyone out of our range. Terror of the Tide currently knocks everyone out of the range of Troublesome. So, we do that.
I got ways to find me mushroom.
Even knocks him out of our range, and that's just GG. Well done. I mean, to be fair, Ezreal Swain, it's a really good deck. It's a really good combination. I mean, admittedly, Scorched Earth could still hit here, right? There's me bragging, thinking, yes, GG, it's already done. But there it is. Now it is. But Scorched Earth, he could have just stayed in there. Just stayed in there. Oh, of course. So we've got Zoe with ASol, most likely with like mono with Delusian Landmark. Right. I actually want to see whether or not I was trying to get the eat the trash because the fact that I had 2 fading memories, the speed of deep. Maybe we should have thrown Maokai away as well because okay, the speed of deep here. Eat the trash. Right, so we go big. We go big because we've got no other plans. So we just go whom, and then a boom, and then we go. You know what? Sod it. We're just gonna go for tossing all the cards while I pour myself a drink. So he might have landmark dropping very soon, but he might have landmark dropping very soon. But let's see whether or not that's going to help him at the end of all this. So a big part of me is thinking, do I
Give me the stuff.
stuff make happy? Part of me is almost like I keep like one back to throw because we need something cheap to very quickly throw out with Maokai. So. Although admittedly, our opponent is probably looking for obliterate cards themselves. They're probably thinking, yes, no, we immediately take the obliterate card. So the second that this son of a bitch goes to the board, they're immediately going to obliterate him. We're trying to obliterate his deck. So he's like, no. We obliterate him. So we do. I want until I see what that is. I'm not gonna lie. I'm scared. So. We take the damage, we've got a heal move, we've got another eat the trash. He can't... See, the problem is, we can't throw this out and eat the trash at the same time. I might end up regretting my decisions. I might, honest to God, end up regretting my decisions. I just need to hope that the heart of the cards are with me. I mean, admittedly, I said, like, he could go for an immediate obliterate on top of him next turn, but we can throw the dredger out. Significant toss-ins. We've also got a jettison. Not gonna lie, scared. I have become scared. It's become squeaky bum time, and we just lost one of our healing units. Which is like so, my anus is pulsating. And we lost another one of our healing units. My anus is pulsating right now. Okay, he would have immediately gone for the obliterate if he had it, right? That's what we tell ourselves. We tell ourselves he would have immediately gone for the obliterate if he had it, right? Right? Am I right? So it's okay. We've got a jettison. We can actually throw this out, and next turn it's gonna activate itself. So we throw this out to kill the trash. So we do this. We immediately throw this out. We throw a jettison out. Come on, Yugi. Heart the cards. Believe we can do this. I believe in me. I believe in me! And deep. The one thing this deck doesn't have is an atrocity finisher, which, to be fair, is actually a really big finisher for deep. For some reason, I decided not to put it in. I think it's because I really wanted the... Oh, of course. I really wanted the Terror of the Tides. Yeah, so sadly, we lose the Maokai. But we can still throw down this just to let them know. I mean, all of our elusives. Just to let them know that we're just about to burn all of our elusives. So yeah, at least next time he drops, this should be quite big, right? Next time he drops, it should be quite big. So, throw this out, everyone dies. We throw you out so that literally next turn, you go deep and we get something big out of this. We get something big out of this little guy. We've actually got like obliterate card. We've got like we've got the Exodia obliterate card. We've got the shipwreck holder. We have options. We could even just immediately go for Withering Well with what we've got. Oh, there's the Terror of the Tides. I mean, and we've got a draw mechanic as well. Tossy draw. Okay, so he did have an obliterate. Legitimately surprised that he's using it for that one, but you know what? If that's how our opponent wants, if that's what our opponent wants to do, it's what our opponent wants to do. So we'll let him have it. You obliterate one of mine, so I obliterate one of yours. Potentially draw might have been a better move then. Just go for draw, because it would have meant that we were getting closer to tossing, which would have meant that we would have been getting closer. So literally the next time we would see Maokai, we would be leveling him. So I mean, we could... I'm just gonna go to the shipwreck holder, you know. So we've still got toss mechanics, and we just burned some toss, but we've still got toss mechanics. So I'd prefer to keep this. So ASol drops next turn. We just go big. We just go big, trying to force our opponent down right now. Admittedly, they could have had a power cascade they could have used on top of that one, but it's okay. So potentially ASol drops. We've got a counter to ASol. Actually, like the fact that there he is. So he's not going to be attacking forward. But he is going to be trying to find ways to save his arsehole. ASol, your arsehole, it belongeth to me.
Without my
we do this because literally this basically means that the next time we see the big tree man, it's done. I mean, we basically are trying to get ourselves as quickly as possible to the tree man, right? So at this point, we're just trying to get ourselves to the tree man. Because the second we get ourselves to the tree man, the game is done. So let's have a little look. Come to me, tree man. Come to me, tree man. That's not the tree man. Okay, so we forced our opponent to burn something on their side of the field. At this point, it's like, do we just throw this out? Just because, you know, sod it. We want to be forcing our opponent to make more trades. And this is going to cause them a little bit of pain, anguish, sorrow, hopefully. So we do this. We could even go into doing, like, you know, like after this attack, doing like 5 damage to everything. Because obviously if they develop a little bit, it gives us options as well. So that obviously we use Withering Wail just to get rid of ASol's spell shield. It's okay. At the moment, we might actually be able to beat this deck. I mean, I can't believe we've not found Nautilus and we haven't found the tree man. I honestly cannot believe we've not found Nautilus or the tree man at this stage in the game. We drew both of our treasure things before we drew. Okay, so that's fine. So much obliterate. Exodia, obliterate! But then we just go, Exodia, obliterate! See, it's times like this I miss having an atrocity finisher. An atrocity finisher would be so lovely right about now, right? So, I mean, they're still dead. Why is he? He's still dead. He needs to defend. Well, exactly, he needs to defend one of these 7 damages, but he still goes down to 2. He just really wanted to keep because he knows slowly but surely he's going to get to the point where he's not going to be able to defend. He's not going to level ASol. He might continuously get at the start of round Celestial cards, which admittedly is still a danger, right? Because literally, obviously, if our opponent keeps getting those Celestial cards, I mean, fair play, fair play. It's a good move. It's a good move. So he just wants to make sure we get a little bit of health. We get a little bit of health back. We then throw this out because we want to get more health back, but also crack that shield, which means that the Needle Breaker is coming for you. So we're so good. I mean, come on, tree man, come to me now. I mean, obviously it could just be Nautilus. Of course, it's Nautilus. I mean, we do have this. We actually just have a Ruination move as well. Part of me's like, do I just play this on the board at this moment in time? Keep our ability to just like 100% go. Wah! Right, so start. That's fine. Literally, we don't mind. I can still trade off with what's his face at this point. Come on, just give me tree man. Just give me the tree man. Okay, just keep it cool, calm, and collected. Keep it cool, calm, and collected. He's nowhere near his level up. He's nowhere near his. Just give me the tree man. Just give me the tree man. Literally, the second tree man hits, his deck gets Exodia obliterated.
Now they'll pay attention.
Literally, tree man's gonna be the last card in the deck. The tree man's gonna be the last card in the deck, and you know it. We immediately go forward. We go. You know what? Sod it. We just go. We go big. I guess what we could do actually here is we could. Do we make? This is so stupid. This is so stupid and at the same time dangerous. Because if he kills this, if like there's a chance that we could just screw ourselves over, but I feel like I need to at least give this the chance. God damn it, Tree Man! Tree Man, why has it got to be the last card in the deck? Curse you, Tree Man! He's literally the last card in the deck. Okay, come on. Just so he's passing the turn. The question is now: do we at least kill the ASol so that the ASol is not actually a problem that we're having to deal with right now, or do we throw out you? Because I mean, if we throw this out, it opens us up to a potential hook move. But the problem is, if we play this, we then put more cards. We want the tree man because we want to obliterate. That's the reason why we're not playing Nautilus right now. Is because we know that Nautilus is going to dilute our deck. Sod it. Sod it.
Can I paint you?
Sod it, sod it, sod it, sod it, sod it, sod it, sod it. There's definitely probably the far more smarter way of playing this. There was probably definitely a far more smarter way of playing this. Finally, Tree Man! The problem is that I can't just play Tree Man immediately. I've got to play Nautilus first, because I don't play Nautilus first, then I lose to sheer not having cards. So that's fine. That's fine. We now put more cards back in our deck again, so we're up to 8. we took the long road. We took the long road here to make this happen. But I'm glad that I did in the end. I don't know why I'm glad that I did. I mean, an atrocity finisher would be a far more efficient finisher at this point. Potentially remove Terror of the Tide. Remove Terror of the Tide to put atrocity in. It's just that I really love a Terror of the Tide, so my mind really wanted a Terror of the Tide. I feel like that was not the wise choice. That was not the wise choice. Okay, we can throw Tree Man out. We could even just Nautilus hook ASol back into his deck and then obliterate him immediately. Or we could just use, like, you know, the breaker. Okay, so his mind here is just thinking boom, and I get 11 damage on the field of play. So before he starts getting any funny ideas thinking that he's gonna get 11 damage on the field of play, let's just take that away from him. It's also cycling another Nautilus back in our deck. So, admittedly, we're tossing some cards, which is not what I want to do. It's not what I want to do. I've just got more cards back in my deck. The last thing I want to be doing is tossing them, especially not a shipwreck holder. I especially don't want to be, because I love those treasures. Oh no, how dare you! How dare you take away the satisfaction of Exodia and obliterate his deck! Oh, much upset. Much upset. I wanted the satisfaction of Exodia obliterate his deck. So that is the Going Deep deck. Pretty much standard deep deck. I did make a change that I did mention in the thing, so I did put Atrocity, because for some reason I forgot that Atrocity is a major finisher in the deep deck. I really wanted to have the Terror of the Tides. I do think the Terror of the Tides is an amazing card, but I decided to remove both of them to put into Atrocities, just because Atrocity is that better finisher. But don't get me wrong, you can always toss the Atrocities, and that's problematic, but it's such a good finisher to have that I just felt like I needed to keep it in there. But as I said, it's pretty much a standard deep deck. I didn't really do too much to it other than putting Fading Memories into the deck instead. I do actually like Fading Memories just because of the fact that I said it can very quickly make you deep, especially if you do that at the beginning of the game on top of like a Dredger, or in the late game, just to get another sea monster out and force more damage, but apply more pressure. So I like it, but please let me know what you think down in the description down below. So it's been a long time since I played Deep. Actually, it did better than what I thought in the matchups. So we didn't get to see any like a proper meta decks, but it was a good laugh. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below, as well as the fact that there is also the Discord link down below. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, why not consider it? But there is also Twitch. The link for that down below. If you want to catch me live, I stream on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, UK time, on the schedule that's on there. So if you want to come catch this action live and come say hi, please feel free to. As well as the fact that if you ever have any deck suggestions, please post them in the comment section down below. I love hearing from you guys. Any of your ideas, I will always do my best to work with them. So please let me know. But also, just thank you everyone who has supported me so far. Just all the subscriptions, all the follows, and if you haven't already, why not consider it? If you enjoyed the video, if you had a good time for even a slight bit, why not consider it? But do not feel forced. Anyway, that is all I have the time for today. I hope you had a great day. Hope you have a great whatever the hell. Until next time, bye. Flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.